Hello, everyone, and welcome to the long-awaited finale of Tessa and Dori's Costa Rican adventure, where today Tessa, myself, will be ranking the top 10 activities.
Yes, welcome to Indie Life Adventures. Here we are on day 9 of a 10-day trip in Costa Rica. We fly home tomorrow. We spent most of our time in La Fortuna and Monteverde with a little bit of time on the Pequare River, and we did as many activities as you can cram into a day. So what I'm curious to know is, from everything that we did, I want to know your top 10 list. So from the perspective of 19-year-old adventurer, lay it on me. What is the number 10? We're going to work from the bottom to the number 1, right?
Coming in at number 10, I put monkeys.
Oh, tell me more.
So we saw monkeys in the wild at the La Fortuna waterfall.
Yes.
And so I guess coming at number 10 is a La Fortuna waterfall, but specifically only if you see wild monkeys while you're there.
Interesting. That's quite a twist. Very much a twist. So it's not the La Fortuna waterfall, it's the monkeys.
The waterfall is good too.
All right, I like it. Anything else to say before we go on to number 9?
No.
All right, number 9. Drum roll.
Number 9 is hot springs.
I'm blanking on the name of the hot springs we went to.
Hotel Los Lagos.
Los Lagos, yes. Hotel Los Lagos Resort Hot Springs.
What I really liked about this is the time I got to spend with you.
Thank you. We had some really good, meaningful conversation there in the hot springs.
I loved feeling so fancy and having food and drinks and feeling so fancy.
I really liked the lounge chair they had. It was as if you were sitting in a lounge chair with bubbles. It was like a jacuzzi lounge chair in the hot springs. And they had several of them where you could pick the one at the temperature setting that you liked. But no, I thought that was an excellent excursion. So that was number 9.
Coming in at number 8 is the butterfly exhibit.
Wow. So the butterfly exhibit at Selvatura in Monteverde.
Yes. And this is a package deal, so
I think you could have bought just the butterfly exhibit.
Yes.
We ended up getting 3 exhibits, but I think someone could just buy only the butterfly exhibit if they wanted to.
The reason is because we already saw sloths and the world's most beautiful frog in the wild. Mm-hmm. Of course, we had seen butterflies in the wild too, but what really made this exhibit stand out is the amount that I learned.
I would agree. We saw lots of butterflies in the wild, but learning the intricate details and just learning how to recognize the caterpillars, and I don't know, it made me think that I'm not going to look at the woods the same way again.
One thing we learned that we hadn't mentioned in the previous video that we talked about it is that monarch butterflies have a little gold crown on them, which is why they're
when they're in their chrysalis stage.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's why they're called monarchs.
Yes, when they're in their cocoon, there's these little gold dots that look just like a crown.
Very interesting.
Indeed. All right, what number are we at?
Next is number 7. Can I get
a drum roll?
Number 7 is the El Salto rope swing.
Wow, this is in La Fortuna and was absolutely free. The El Salto rope swing. Tell me more.
A guy was there that was clearly like a local doing the most insane tricks.
Yes. If rope swinging were an Olympic sport, I think he'd be a contender.
Yeah, I think that he should be in Olympic diving.
Yes, it was really remarkable how fearless he was. He must have grown up there since being a kid. Like, he was really, really good.
And I was also really eager to do it. And the first time I went in, my nose started bleeding.
It did. It was kind of frightening, honestly, but she reassured us that she was just fine.
Because my face was wet from the water, so my nose was bleeding, and it was just dripping all over my face. And there's a picture, but we will not insert it.
You're really selling the El Salto rope swing with a nosebleed. It was just a super cool event that if you're in La Fortuna, check it out. Like, it's really awesome.
$0.
$0, and it's fantastic. And if you don't feel comfortable going off the the rope swing, there were plenty of places you could just jump off the rocks into the big swim hole.
And it's even walkable from the city.
Very walkable. It was less than a mile. Some might say a kilometer.
Yes. Anyone else that's not an American would say it was about a kilometer.
All right, what's next?
Number 6 is, drum roll please. Coming in at number 6, zip lines.
Wow, zip lines at number 6. This list is getting interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we did the zip line at Selvatura in Monteverde. The zip lines did include the Tarzan swing at the end.
Yes.
So yes, zip lines at number 6. I am really eager to see what the top 5 are going to be.
And out of the zip lines, I agree with what you said in our last video. The Tarzan swings were a really good moment in those.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of it.
But it's hard to say if that's my favorite because there was a kilometer-long rope.
Yeah.
Zip line.
Zip line where you went through a cloud.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Remarkable.
You could say unbeatable, but clearly it was only number 6.
All right, number 5.
Coming in at number 5 is whitewater rafting.
Wow, whitewater rafting at number 5. Unreal. This is so fascinating. Tell us more about the whitewater rafting for those who haven't seen the other videos.
We had an awesome guide. It was a 2-day long thing, but the rafting itself was not very long each day. The first day it was...
I think it was like 4 kilometers the first day.
But what was really cool is that we kept stopping to go on adventures.
That's right. So it wasn't, because the first day was like 4 kilometers. The second day was 17.5 kilometers. In the middle, we stayed at Pequare River Lodge. But while we were rafting, we would stop and hike and swim at waterfalls. So yeah, it was nice. We used the vendor Exploradores Outdoors. So yeah, whitewater rafting at number 5. I can't wait to hear what's number 4.
Now that we're talking about it all, though, I'm getting a little self-conscious about my list because the whitewater rafting was really awesome.
Oh, so there might be a switcheroo?
No, I'm sticking with it, but I'll just say the whitewater rafting was really awesome. Just because it's at number 5, don't underestimate how awesome it was.
It was really awesome. And in hindsight, remarkably affordable. I'll be sure to include in the show notes what each of these events cost to show that so far the ranking is not reflective of the prices of each of these. So it's interesting to see where they all shake out.
And it was all included meals, lodging.
Oh yeah, meals, the transportation, the lodging.
And they fed us plenty.
So much food, and it was delicious.
It was delicious, and then they drove us wherever we wanted to go afterwards.
Well, it was limited to 3 choices.
Yeah.
So not wherever. They would have driven us to San Jose, La Fortuna, or Puerto Viejo.
Okay.
Are we up to number 4?
Yes.
Number 4
is the Bogarin Trail.
Wow, that is in La Fortuna. It is something you can pay to have a guided hike through this. It's like a park on the inside of the city. So the Bogarin Trail. You did have a special place in your heart for the Bogarin Trail.
Yes, I did.
What was it that really resonated with that trail in you? Because I feel like there was something there.
It was the papaya on the trees.
Really? Tell our audience more about the papaya on the trees.
Well, I want to clarify that the reason we went there was for a guided sloth tour. where our guide showed us many sloths, and it was a very lucky day that we saw so many that were awake
and active.
We also saw the red-eyed tree frog out in the wild. Our guide was really cool, which I can say that about every single local guide that we've had, is they are cool.
They have been so informative and just have a passion for their profession.
Yeah.
Yes.
The papaya on the trees is that basically this isn't even really on the trail. This is right at the beginning. There is like a little pond, and there's trees with spiky branches that I'm guessing every morning they skewer papaya onto the spiky branches so that you can just sit and watch birds come. And that I discovered that bird photography is really relaxing and fun and awesome.
You may have a new hobby.
Even though I just had a digital camera. And the photos aren't that amazing.
I saw some of your pictures and they are good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you've got a knack for this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Wow, so that brings us to the top 3. Holy cow, what's it gonna be? All right, coming in at number 3.
The night hike.
Wow, so we did a night nature hike in Monteverde with a company called Finca Modelo. So what made the night hike your number 3 activity?
Well, our guide, Junior.
Junior, he was an excellent guide.
Yes. The couple that came with us.
Yes, the couple from Switzerland.
Yeah, I just really liked their presence.
Yeah.
Really chill, awesome people. Yeah, we saw a lot of animals in the wild.
Right. I was especially surprised by the scorpions, the owl, and the tarantula. Those were like the biggies for me on that hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just so impressed by Junior's ability to spot things.
Yes, it really was incredible, because you just often wonder, like, how does he know? Like, do the animals just stay in the same place? And he said, no, the only animal that reliably is in the same place is the tarantula. But everything else, it's a surprise to find. So yeah, it was really good.
The lizard that is not a lizard, and that he told us the name of it like 5 times.
And we still forgot.
I almost don't believe him that he just spotted it.
There's no way. Like, that was amazing. Like, with the spotting scope from far away, unless he was just looking at certain types of leaves on the riverbank. But again, it's nighttime. So yeah, I don't know. It was really impressive.
And we got his Instagram, where he's a hobby photographer, professional guy.
We'll share his Instagram on this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
we'll put a little
photos.
blurb in there. So that was number 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. What is the number 2 best activity that you did in the last 9 days?
Number 2 is canyoning.
Canyoning. Wow. Okay, so we did canyoning the same day as the night hike, also with the company Finca Modelo in Monteverde. And Junior was part of our guide package. We had several guides and safeties on that trip. So tell me, what is it that made canyoning be the number 2 item on your list?
Well, dare I say, it's because of Junior.
Really?
Yeah. He's awesome, and canyoning is so fun. So fun. I felt on top of the world. I felt so rejuvenated.
Yes.
And incredible. And it's just such an awesome adventure.
It's not every day you get to rappel down waterfalls.
No, it's an awesome, awesome adventure.
And one of those waterfalls was massive. It wasn't that it had so much water coming down it, but that it was just so tall. It really was a great, great adventure. I did like the canyoning. Clearly she's excited.
Yeah. The canyoning was really good.
The canyoning was. And I had a feeling you were going to love that. Which brings us to the number one activity on this fun-filled, jam-packed adventure, mother-daughter adventure to Costa Rica. I know what number one is. She didn't even have to tell me because it's my number one also. And if it wasn't on the list already, I know it made number one.
It is the tree climb.
The tree climb was incredible.
Up the ficus tree, up
Yes.
the inside. It was better than we could have ever dreamed of. It's the most beautiful tree I've ever seen in my life. No other tree will ever compare. I'll always have a longing in my heart for this ficus tree. And maybe if my new passion is maybe ficus trees now, it's amazing.
It was so cool. And this was also through the company Finca Modelo. So your top three
are all Finca Modelo and all with Junior.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
You're going to have to share this episode with him.
Junior, if you're watching this, my top 3 activities of 10 days in Costa Rica were with you. So thank you.
It was incredible. What a trip and what a list. Excellent, excellent list.
Thank you.
We had an amazing time. If you haven't watched our other videos where we talk about each day of this trip in great detail, please go back and take a look because it has been incredible. And I love sharing this adventure with you. All right. Thanks for watching. And thank you for sharing.
And good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.